everyone. Welcome to the pot of gold, 6 for $6. Welcome. Hello. Yeah, got the wet head today, so you'll have to excuse me. Wow, starting to dry. Hi, I'm David Sponheim. As you know, I have the Daily Show, the ATP Daily Show. Thank you. And this is my kitchen. We're going to talk to you today about cooking up food that you have in the refrigerator that you may not realize how important that is. Yeah, old food. Now I'm going to get in the chat rooms right now and begin the process of communicating with chatters. As you know, I'm the longest human broadcaster on Earth. I've been broadcasting for 12 years straight, not skipping one day. I did take Sundays off for many of those years, but since the recent phase 1, phase 2 psyops, I have taken no days off. In fact, we did 1,000 hours straight, 14 hours a day, 71 days straight. So thank you for participating in that show. I appreciate that. We learned a lot. Boy, did we ever. We learned so much. Let's see if I'm going to open up my Periscope show. That's my first order of business. Open up my Periscope show. That's my first order of business. And mute the tab. Yeah, so we've even done travel shows over the years, which is amazing. ATP Daily Show. We'll start it with this. Yeah, cooking. And then tech. We'll be doing tech today. And of course, we're doing the 5G. And the pandemic, the list goes on and on. I should stick to that, right? Okay. We're not going to do race war today because that's somebody else does race war. Yeah, I had to do a hashtag race war earlier because a certain somebody, I'm not going to mention who, but he's got about 2 million viewers, and he continually plays videos of black people beating up on white people. And if he wasn't, if he was trying to work toward a solution here, that'd be great. But inflaming the problem, no, he's a shill. Yeah, we need to diffuse the problem, not inflame it. Oh yeah, I saw the same videos that you did. Okay, we're connected. Great. Let me put the iVlog was terminated. Okay, let's bring back iVlog. We're being DDoSed right now. We are under web attack. We do the show against all odds. There are people who are paid millions of dollars to try to stop me. I have not received a penny in 12 years from doing any of this. And it's all really driven by principle because we've got to stop the New World Order. Their goal is to take over the entire world, literally. And they're literally thinking that, the pot of gold is bigger if they keep doing it. Yeah, you know who I'm talking about, Tom. I'm not going to mention his name. So these people who are driven by a pot of gold, how could they ever make a dinner for $6, right? Okay, well, let's get started. I'm going to bring in my backup camera. I am doing the... There we go. I am doing this on the big burner here. We'll go ahead and get this going. Level 3. There we go. Get that started. I'm going to get my breadboard. Now, if you don't have a bamboo breadboard, get one. Or get something similar at Home Depot. They sell them for about $10. Yes, we will be using Italian seasoning. Yeah, you're right, McDundy. Yeah. So remember I bought some hamburger? Thank you. And by the way, iVlog, I'm not reading your chat, but hang in there. Yeah, and you guys who want to catch this on low bandwidth, there's our Periscope link. I know. The meat is not green. This was frozen right out of this was actually a sale price. Family pack saved 20 cents a pound. See that? This was a big expense. We bought this for $9. We made half and half out of it. So this is $4.50 worth of meat. All right. Yeah, the nice thing about the rest of the dinner is it's pretty low cost. You know, you've got cabbage at 49 cents a pound, which is a good deal. Look for that deal. So this is no more than 49 cents. This is not even a pound. This is 25 cents for this cabbage. Okay. Now remember, I've got $1.50 to work with. Potatoes, the cheapest thing in the world to buy. Yeah, got some really nice russets here. Yeah, I'd use a Yukon Gold potato, but I don't have any right now. No, Howard Stern is purposely getting criticism for doing blackface, and he apologized, of all things. He doesn't even stand for free speech. I wrote a tweet condemning him. You can check it out. Yeah, he doesn't even understand what free speech is. And here's a guy who claims that he's been getting away with free speech all these years. Howard Stern is a shill for the Zionist elitists. He's made over $500 million sucking up to those people. That's just a generic opinion I have. You don't have to, take it for what it's worth. But I mean, he's not standing up for free speech at all. I've never cut myself on a cooking show or ever since I was 10 years old. I had a pretty bad cut. Yeah, it was a bad year. I just moved into a new condominium, and my parents left a house, and we were living in kind of a rental, and nobody threatened anybody. Don't ever come in here with that crap. I never threaten people. I've been telling people who are running around acting like blackface is something bad. I've been saying, hey, you've got every right to do blackface or green face or whatever. And if you don't take it that seriously, you'll lose all your rights to freely speak. Now, we are at a pivotal time. We have to stop the New World Order now. But the 10-year-old cut finger story is kind of a thing where, you have a knife and you're like, you just like slightly move your finger over here. It's like you forget the knife is there, right? So I put a deep cut like right in here in my hand. I still have like a scar on it, very slight, right in there. I'll never forget it. And I was like bleeding a lot. It was like, it was a deep cut. And I was 10 years old, cooking by myself. I nearly passed out. Luckily, I got up. I got to a safe place, and this is a Cutco. Yeah, this is a Cutco knife, $30. You want to hear the Cutco knife story too? That's a funny one. Hey, Anderson, you haven't mentioned me to the press. What's your problem, man? I've asked you to mention me. What are you waiting for? I'm the guy who came up with the defund me plan. And it wasn't to get rid of policing, Anderson. It was to actually make it better. Quote me correctly. Defund unless sensitivity training is done. I just washed my hair, so it's drying right now. Anyway, I've got a hot burner over here. And you see this right here? That's styrofoam. Now, if that was any closer to a hot burner, that could burn up, right? So always be careful around the stove. It's in a semi-thawed state. So, I pulled it out of the freezer about 2 hours ago, but it's ready. We'll break it up in the pan. Okay, I'm going to cut some onions. Now, I got a lot of onions here, and these things are really cheap for me. I buy 15 pounds for $6. So, again, we're still under $1.50 total. Where it comes into expense is when you get the carrots. I've got a few baby carrots I'm going to throw in here from the organic bag. I'm going to put those down with the onion immediately. Then I'm going to cut up a couple of peppers I bought in bulk at Fred Meyer, which is a Kroger store. I'm going to put this in here for color, mostly the red ones, just 3 red ones. So I think I'm right around $1.50, give or take. If you get a better deal on meat, go for it. All right. I'm going to go ahead and cut these onions up with my old cleaver. First off, I'm going to spray some of that oil I'm getting rid of here in the pan. Happens to be avocado oil. I've never seen this before, but it looks good, non-GMO. I wouldn't buy that product. Someone left it in the house, so we've got visitors. We'll do the other knives later. I'm just going to go for these right now, just to see. I sharpened this the other day. I want to see how it cuts. Now you notice I've got some bad spots on here. You got to cut those off. That's first and foremost. Yeah. Okay. I got 3 other onions that are just okay, but if I don't eat these onions, I'm in trouble. So, nice big cuts. Doesn't have to be too small. Make it simple like that. Throw it in there. You'll hear the sizzle immediately. The nice thing about cooking, you don't have to be perfect. Always watch the knife though. Always keep your eyes on the knife. That's the key thing. Now with onions, you want to stand back because they can put out like a... I'm already starting to get tearful here. You know, kind of like George Floyd's family when they found out that he was going to be meeting them in Bahamas after his body was faked. Did you see that dummy video I posted on Twitter? Oh man, that's great. Repost that. The medical dummy didn't have any legs. George Floyd's probably alive. Seriously. I want to thank Scissor Fight for alerting me to this stuff. This is he's really the guy that kind of clues me in on a lot of these fake things. But Rayshard, Rayshard Brooks, that was a sad thing. They didn't need to kill him. They didn't need to shoot him twice in the back. That was ridiculous. If people think that those cops are not going to be facing some jail time, but should the death penalty be applied to a cop for that? No, of course not. That's ridiculous. Rayshard attacked the cop, pulled the taser, and shot him with a deadly weapon. I mean, it's pretty obvious. But definitely pulled from the ranks for sure, and maybe some jail time if ruled guilty by a jury of his peers. I'd say second-degree murder or even involuntary manslaughter. That would be the charge, not anything that would carry capital punishment. That's ridiculous. Did you hear what they were saying? Oh yeah, they're thinking of capital punishment for the cop. Yeah, right. He was attacked by a known criminal. And you do know that Rayshard had a history, right? He was on parole. Yeah, now get that thing going at level 6 now. And take, as long as this is rinsed out, just take some of these and dump them on there like that. I'm crying here. This is the gold. Okay, take it up to level 6. Cook it hard. We'll get some Italian seasoning in there. Man, I'm just so sad. I can't believe. But no, there was some tragedy with Rayshard. It was bad. I felt for the guy. I truly do. I mean, he's 27 years old. He's trying to get his act together. He's on probation. That's the reason why he ran, man. That's the reason why Rayshard ran, man. One way to get crying really fast is to cut onions really fast. Oh, it's great. Let me splash some water in my eyes. Hang on. I can't believe what happened to Rayshard. I'm more upset about Rayshard than the fake Floyd shooting. Or excuse me, choking. Yeah. Meow got the... You know, I heard that there's a story about that he put together a whole trust fund of all the people that are making money from Mark to censor me. And that they all donated money to this big central fund to buy those knives. That's what I heard. I don't know if anyone can confirm it. Tom, you were there. Dave, you can make money. I would never make... No, I'm not going to make money. You understand? I've never been about money, Tractor King. You guys are all greedy. You're all literally suffering from greed. I've never had that. But I am getting a little tired now. I'm gonna have to lay down because I'm getting too tired. Okay. This is great. It's called cooking while you chat. It's a new concept where you just throw food in a pan and turn the heat up. Yeah, now what I'm doing right now is browning a little bit. But you know, I got some meat, and that meat's frozen, so I better break it up. So I'm gonna take my hands, and I'm gonna break up the meat. Are you ready? This was 80% lean, so it's not bad. Pretty good beef. Now you want to get the Italian seasoning in there. Now. I'd say about a half a teaspoon. I'm just going to break it up with my hands here. Now I just defrosted this about, in the sun for about 2 hours, so there's still like a hard core, but you can just break it up on top like that. Even if you have like a little bit of frozen at the top, it'll all steam into it. Okay. Now the thing is, the onions have to render down. They're a little too big because they, have a lot of onions in there. So I'm gonna really cook this with Italian seasoning on top too. So go ahead and rinse your hands off after you're handling the meat. All right. Wiping. We'll go for another layer of the Italian seasoning on the top. So I guess a whole teaspoon would be good for this whole thing. Yeah, I think so. You really can't lose the Italian seasoning. Cap it off, let it cook. Throw this indestructible styrofoam in the garbage where it'll stay forever. There's supposed to be a recycling area for garbage out there, but for recycling styrofoam, there's one in Seattle, they say. I don't believe it. I really don't. Excuse me. That was traumatic. Wow. I mean, I was literally crying there. When I was talking about Richard, that was like serious, man. I feel for his family. I really do. But I don't want to see this type of thing happen again to anybody. I really don't. No, I'm doing great, man. It's just a little, the onions. It's good. It's a good way of opening your mind. You tweeted to the FBI about me. Why would you do that? I've never done anything bad to you. Yeah, all I did was blackface. I never threatened anybody. No, that's victory. I don't think we need to talk about that. I use a .22 long rifle round when I use it. Why are you wasting short rifles? I mean, there's even a really nice gun out there. I think I got some more onion in my eye. There's a really nice gun out there Remington makes. It's a .22 long round handgun. Very nice. It's super expensive too. It's like $795, and you'd think for a .22 long round, 22 long round. I'm not mumbling. I'm talking about a .22 long round handgun, man. But the fact is, there are weapons out there that are .22 long range, they're long barrel, really. No, don't ever say anything about that. You cannot make racist statements in here. That's a bannable offense. My goodness, what's wrong with you? Boy, you got some serious issues there, Tractor King. It's a long rifle round, yeah, originally, but they make the Remington now in a handgun version, and it's incredibly portable, and it's small. It fits right in your hand, like this big. You could easily carry it, like I could have it in my hand right now, but I'd have to be open carrying. Dude, I've never threatened you at all. You're lying. Yeah, that's an outright lie against me. Just because I did blackface, you want to attack me? Wow, sick. You're sick, dude. Well, have you ever seen, yeah, there's a handgun that fits in your hand, and there's also one that fits in your wallet. It's called a C-Camp. I know a lot about weapons. I'm very, very knowledgeable. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask. You know, I don't smoke weed. I vape it. So I don't kill my lungs by breathing in those fumes. It's crazy. Hey, let's give that a stir. What do you say? Nice. Okay, good. Okay. Now today we're going to integrate a product which I've been using in the past. We're going to integrate a product called a microwave oven into our cooking. Yeah, I don't know what happened to him, but he's gone. Yeah, now microwaves, I learned something last week, and if you saw my show last week, you'll know that microwaves put out a pretty big blast of RF frequencies. No, I have a 30, I'd say a 40 size waist. You know, I actually weighed myself today. 225 pounds. That's the same weight I weighed when I was in college, you know? Well, actually, when I first started college, I was about 178. Yeah. Yeah, anybody who threatens people has got bad karma. I would never threaten anybody. I don't think I've ever threatened anybody in my life. Yeah, I've been pissed off at a few people, but I've never threatened anybody. Never. It's just so hard to believe that somebody like Froggy would come in, of all people, and accuse me of that. Yeah, I've been staying really in shape. Let's just I'll put it plainly, it's been good. You know, I follow the Donald Trump diet plan without eating the cheeseburgers. Yeah. He said that the less you exercise, the longer you'll live. And I think he's right. I really do. I've known so many people that work out all the time. They're all dead now. They say you're supposed to get your body a heartbeat up to about 100 beats per minute 3 times a week. Uh-oh. Yeah. Uh-oh, spaghetti-o. I really wanted to peel those. Okay, we'll do it after the fact. Yeah, I think if you overuse your body, the guy I know who died at a young age was a runner, and he was 55. He ran all the time, and when he died, he was like 55 years old. It was like, wow. He got an athletic heart from running so much. Isn't that amazing? Here you think you're doing great, and you're not. Yeah. So I don't know about exercise, especially with the polluted air, you know. So I walk around the house a lot, and I filter the air in my house, which is great, but see, they're so frustrated they can't stop what I'm doing that now they're making up stories about me. Can you believe that? Yeah, all I did today was call that one guy who keeps promoting hatred toward African Americans. I gave that one guy a statement. I said, "You're a total shill. You're like fomenting anger against blacks or against whites. It's crazy." The guy has a responsibility with 2 million viewers to be nice, you know? What does he do? He runs around fomenting anger among white people against black people. You know who I'm talking about. I don't have to say his name. I've never threatened anybody. Boy, that onion experience was wild. It really got my sinuses open, though. That's good. Not that I've ever had a problem, but when peeling, always keep your eyes on the peeler. Otherwise, you can peel your skin right off very easily. Oh yeah, it's a bad thing to heal too. It takes forever. Okay. Okay, let's give this another stir. Wow, this is looking good. Pot of gold. That beef is getting ready. I'm gonna tune it down. Whoa! Action cam. You see that? Wow, that was exciting, wasn't it? Okay, I am normally I don't have a problem, but I'm gonna have to blow my nose. I'm going to tape this COVID-free cloth and rip it up like that, and then excuse me while I blow my nose. One thing about me is I'm real. I'm raw. Hey, you're not allowed to come in here. Do I have any mods? Andrew, how are you? Your sister-in-law was assassinated at age 36. It can happen to anyone, yeah. No, I don't have a deviated septum, not at all. The problem with blowing your nose is you've got to remember which one is the clean rag and which one is the snot rag. That's really important. No, Tom, we're good. Or should I say Chet? Okay, you see this? It's a microwavable plastic container. It was made in 1982. It's the strongest plastic ever made. It's heat resistant to high levels. You can microwave in it. I'm going to put the potatoes cut like that in there. And I'm making Sarah a sweet potato because she doesn't want to eat regular potatoes anymore. There we go. Ta-da, da-da-da-da-da-da. And I'm not going to cut that too small because I kind of like it to stay fresh and sweet. The less you cook it, the better it is. I do use filtered water. Vinny, you're not allowed to use that, man. I told you. Now, you know, you only need about a quarter cup. You only need about a quarter cup of water to steam any vegetables in a microwave. Now, remember I checked the EMF meter and I said I had to go 5 feet away? It's actually 8 feet away. I checked again. We learned that on our last show. So you don't need any salt in it. If you want to salt it, you can. Yeah, don't use the gif of Denny because he's a liar. He's not my brother. He's not my brother. Jeff is having a special lads night. Okay. Believe me, you wouldn't want to meet my brother. All right. Yeah, Denny makes my brother look like a nice guy. Okay, here we go. Taking the action camera over to the microwave. As you can see, we've got a microwave over here. See that? I'm going to put it in there. I'm going to hit it for 7 minutes. 6 minutes. Now walk away. 8 feet away. You got to be 8 feet away from that. Yeah, you got to be 8 feet away. Essentially. Welcome to David's kitchen. Isn't that beautiful? Okay, now is a good time to clear the board. Yeah. Welcome to my kitchen. Clear the board of any stuff, compostable stuff. There we go. Uh-oh. Did I leave that compost bin outside? I think I did. Okay, well, we'll get to that later. We'll just take the whole board over here and just put it aside. All right. Oh, I can't get near the microwave. All right, so, yeah. I'm going to make a temporary compost bag. See, that's called thinking on your feet, right? Hello, are you British? Wow. You know, I'm so glad we created America so that we could have free speech and we wouldn't be forced to have hate crime legislation. No, I have a 40-inch waist, I told you. Oh, I'm in great shape, man. You would not want to encounter me in a dark alley. I don't know, man. I've got like this incredible strength. I can't even describe it. Of course, I do take CoQ10 and vitamin D3 and spray my face with fruit enzyme daily. I don't talk about my body part. You know, I think that's ridiculous. Any man that has to brag about how big his you-know-what is doesn't have one. Oh, I'm sorry. No, it's 6 feet away. I'll stand over here. Thank you. Thank you, Anderson. I appreciate that. Yeah, you're helping me. We're gonna have to get some salt in here. So I didn't want to tell you my secret ingredient, but I'll tell you anyway. Patti LaBelle, number 3, rich red. I'm gonna throw a little cayenne and habanero in there. You ready? Yeah, you didn't know that was gonna happen, did you? Prepare for the splash. You wouldn't think you'd put hot pepper sauce in there, right? Well, that's what makes it a pot of gold. And those little gold pre-made organic carrots really do look like little gold nuggets. And you know something? In honor of that, I am going to go and convert from red peppers to gold peppers, okay? Yeah. I will put one red in just for the heck of it. All right, let's go over here and take a look at the board. How you doing on the board? Like Jack Lemmon said, I'm screwed on the board. He told Alec Baldwin. Alec Baldwin asked him in Glengarry Glen Ross, how you doing on the board? And he said he was effed on the board. Hang on, I gotta get that. Hello? Hello? Okay, we're back up and running here. We did take some time off, 6 minutes for the microwave to do its job. Okay? I'm closing in on this meal. So we're going to take this little dish here and move it over here. Right, moving the rag. Done with the microwave, and it's let it cook at its own heat. Remember, that's a really good steam in there, so let it stay in there. 6 minutes on high, we should do it for that amount of potatoes. You don't want to overcook the potatoes, then you get a mash going. All right, so sorry for the delay. I had a phone call from an important caller, so. But there was a ghost in here or something. You see that moving? That's the, it's just the simple wire hanging. Okay, here is the prep. You don't want to put these early on in the meal because they are going to break down in the meal. They got to go in toward the end. But we're going to do this for color. And to add that pot of gold, we want those gold peppers in there, right? Now before I put the peppers in, I'm just cutting them right now, saving the seeds for later so I can plant them like Johnny Appleseed. And we're about to take this up to a whole nother level. All right. You're going to take and cut it into chunks like that. Push that aside. Take your cabbage. Nice and even cuts. Nice chops like that. Whoops. The flying cabbage leaf. Okay. We are now going to put the cabbage on top of the dinner, but first I'm going to stir it so nothing's on the bottom that's sticking. Nice. Perfect. Everything's breaking up naturally. You got your beef breaking up. Take the knife and go like that. You want to make sure all that beef is nice and broken. Mixing with that flavor, remember that hot sauce, that's what makes this really good, and the beefy too. And yes, you can definitely use the oils in the dish. They add to the flavor. Okay. Layering the cabbage on top, and then add the peppers at the very top. Like so. Ta-da. Ta-da. Okay. Now we haven't added any water to this. You don't want to add water. You don't. Part of the steam fry is to actually use the vegetables, the juices in the vegetables, to actually cook it up. I don't know who you are, man, but you're kind of spamming the room and it's not making everybody happy. Yeah. Yeah, we got rid of him. You know, I'm in the mood for coffee. Just because I've got a cup of black Java. Wonderful coffee. I've been a caffeine consumer for about 30 years now. Actually, 35 years. I started drinking coffee in 1985. I put the Patti LaBelle. No, you're talking about the shaker seasoning? You're right. No. I'm gotta, no. Really? Okay. You're right. He's right. He's right. See, this is how integrating the audience really helps. Patti LaBelle has come up with this no salt seasoning. I love it. I'm going to put a shaker on top of that cabbage. Thank you. Thank you for inspiring me, sir. You ready? Okay, I've turned this level down to level 3 now. I'm still letting these cook in the heat from the microwave. I'm going to prepare my bowl. To create my pot of gold. Got my beautiful bowl here. This should hold everything. Should be good. Yeah. Netflix overstepped the mark. Could be offline from tomorrow. Why? What happened? Are you sure? Air pistols. What? What are you doing? You're not even supposed to be here. Best way to make coffee is the drip method. And I use a wonderful organic coffee. Now Sarah's getting a 2-for-1 deal today. I'm glad you do. Sarah's getting a 2-for-1 deal, so she's going to get some hot cocoa at Starbucks. They've got a 2-for-1 deal going. And she said she's going to bring me back a grande Americano. So I'll be trying some of the stiffer coffees tonight. It's a lot harder, harsher, I should say. Yeah, so, geez, the cooking is so easy, isn't it? I know. Like, why even have a cooking show? It's so easy. Hey, good looking. How you doing? So, as you know, we were in the middle of a very troubled time. Our president is simply allowing anarchy to occur. Now, this is part of the live exercise, I presume. And what they're trying to do is break down the nation's defenses. Our nation is under attack by a new world order trying to control and consolidate America's position. Bring our level of comfort down to the level of Africa or India. They're trying to reduce us to a third world nation. It is a good cooking show. So when we realize this, we as a people have to think out of the box. So that's why I started America's Third Party in anticipation of this, literally 12 years ago. It's one of the reasons why I started Cool Rock many, many years ago, back in 1995, 25 years ago. Because we need to save this nation and we need to save this planet. That's how serious this is. And if you don't do it, nobody else will. Because in about 5 to 10 years, most of the people in the world will be so dumbed down, they'll be like walking zombies. That's right. All right, so here we go. I'm going to take a little knife and test the how done these are. By cutting them in half, you can definitely tell how done they are, and at the same time, you're using their. So I'm going to go ahead and put these in for another 2 more minutes. Apparently 6 minutes wasn't enough. So going with the microwave camera, live action, we're going to hit, actually I'm going to hit 3 minutes. Make this a total of 9 minutes on these potatoes. Unless, of course, you're using a 1100 watt microwave. This is only 500 watts, or 600 watts. So it would be half the time in an 1100 one. Okay, that's just staying hot. You don't want to open the pot. Everything's good. So I want to thank Patti LaBelle for her work on those spices. I think she's going to make this dinner really good. Oh, I got to stand away from the microwave. Hang on. I can definitely feel the field energy here. I see you. So this should be kind of nice, the pot of gold. I was struggling with a name for the cookie show, and I was coming up with pot of food. And I'm going, you know, with all the gold tones in this, I think pot of gold is appropriate. And that most people don't value food, you can tell they're out of food. And then it becomes a pot of gold. You know, they say that people are about 9 days, or no, excuse me, 9 meals away from being total chaos and anarchy. They were all 9 meals away from anarchy. That's what they say. Okay, I'm going to turn that off. Let it rest. Let everything come to a calmness. I'm staying 8 feet away from the microwave, so you'll have to, I can't really read your chat over here, sorry. Hey everybody. Hey everybody. Yeah, that's a better shot of me, I think. Yeah, this is the David Sponheim original show. I'm David Sponheim. Yeah, I'm a living legend. People talk about me all the time. I don't make a big deal about that. I'm kind of humble that way. I try to minimize the fact that I'm a living legend, so it doesn't get to my head. But as you know, I'm probably one of the most famous people in the world now. And the elitists can't stop what I'm doing because I got way ahead of them. I literally started this thing before they could shut us off. So they're kind of stuck with me. As long as they'll have me, yeah. But I don't work for the elitists. I refuse to succumb and be a puppet like Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton and Joe Biden. That's right. I'm David Sponheim. the unviable candidate. Howdy, partner. Many of you are probably wondering what you're doing with a president like Donald Trump and you'd have a better one like me. Well, you screwed up. You picked a guy who lied, cheated, and stole, even stole my ideas to get noticed. And you thought you'd get a good guy with that guy. Boy, were you fooled. You know, I got to tell you, you in particular, Anderson, should not vote for Joe Biden. You realize how hurtful he was to black people when he put them in prison for minor cocaine abuses? Don't you have any compassion for the black man? Seriously. He's treated black people pretty bad, Biden has. Well, oh, so you don't care about black people? I thought all people cared about black people. It's not crackly. My ceiling was designed by a famous artist. He was some guy that was working on the truck that day. My potatoes are about ready to done, yeah. They're good. Okay, now take everything and pour it right in there, like put the potatoes on top. You can drain the water out of there if you want. I'm going to drain a little water out. I don't need all that water. And then put the whole thing down like this on top. Now take a spatula and go down into the dish like this. Now I'm not going to use my I'm not going to cut up the sweet potatoes because Sarah really wants, notice how they're al dente? They're just a little, see, that's because they're going to be cooking in the pan. Okay. Now you want a really good scooping, a deluxe scooping container. We're going to scoop this into the dish like this. Now see how I'm scooping and I'm kind of mixing at the same time? Yeah. Isn't that nice? Look at that beautiful beef. Yeah, look at that cabbage. The cabbage is really good for you, you know. It's good for your body. It's full of nutrition. All right, we're getting close to the top. I've got the sweet potatoes all set up for Sarah. Now you can salt to taste. Hark, I hear something. Oops, I have a little spilly, but it's okay. All right. Whoopsie. I'm going to put a little salt to the top. And I'm going to cover it up. And I'm also going to put a little Parmesan on top of that for extra flavoring. So let's get this party on the road here. Sorry for the balance issue. Okay. Now that is going to sit right here on the stove on melt. I'm going to let it sit there on melt for a while because it's going to stay hot for when dinner time rolls around. And I will be ready to serve. So we're about ready to enter the other room and get into the real live show. They're stealing all kinds of things. Let me take a look. I'm sure they're stealing my ideas. Yes, they do that all the time. Well, that's cool. I like that. Immerse yourself in the Calquence experience. I like that. Mantle cell lymphoma? No, that's not what I'm. No, I like that visual though. That's great. Okay, I'm going to clean around the pot. Whoa, 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 whoa. That was wild. Whoa! Did you see my feet? Whoa! We're having all kinds of problems here. Okay. Okay, I'm going to go in the other room right now and sign off. You guys, oh, yeah, I'm running this on low in the front, so that's good. Everything else is turned off. I will see you guys in about 2 minutes. Take care. I'll be in the other room in just a sec to start the show. All right, this is David Sponheim signing off. Take care, everybody. Enjoy your dinner, your pot of gold.